What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Killer B, the goddamn witch finder general. You got a witch. I'm gonna burn their asses up, tear them up, do whatever I got to do to them and shit. Get them the fuck up out the way. Um, Good to see everybody here, even though nobody here yet. But man, shit, this shit getting crazier and crazier, man. Man, I just how many times I gotta tell y'all? How many times? But pretty soon, look, old Killer B gonna be up out of here. He's gonna be up out of here and gonna be thinking about y'all monkey behinds and shit. But I like to thank all my supporters, though. I like to thank all my supporters out there. Let me start it off right. Sister P, Brainstorm Homeschool Academy, Yasu, Negi Springfield, Josh, Shabir the Sleek with Serpent, Bill Hill, Victor Always, and my main man, Sam Miguel TV, and Sahara Jr. Goddamn. Shit. Goddamn. Got three people in the room. What's up, y'all? Let me know y'all up in here. Let me know y'all up in here. Yo, peace, 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 peace. So I was on the internet. I've been busy and shit. I finished school and everything. Already got my job. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to myself and shit. I got my goddamn job and shit. So Killer B back on the plantation. First time in 10 years. Killer B been off the plantation for 10 years. I thought it was 14 and shit, but it's 10. Right? 10 years. It's been that long. Without having a job, working for myself and shit and doing everything. So made a career change. It's sort of similar to what I was doing before. Um, and it's a lot more opportunities and stuff. A lot more doors can open up and stuff for me. Completing this education and this thing here, and I know I'm gonna be black on the motherfucker. I'm gonna be black and back on the goddamn plantation and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get my little skills. Then I don't know. Sometime in the future, I'm gonna be back off the plantation doing my goddamn thing with everything that I learned in this industry, right? So it's always time to build. It's never too late to improve on yourself. It's never too late to improve. What else, Swindle Hoodwink? I was thinking about you the other day. I have a list I did called YouTube University. That's what it seems like these motherfuckers is doing out here, man. It's bad. So I'm gonna show two examples of this shit today, right? One is you already know who is shit who I usually get on, right? So I'm gonna remind motherfuckers of that, and then we got a new one. We got a new one. A man that had like some kind of weird, serious problem with me, like in the past. I don't know what it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. I used to watch his live streams and stuff. He would do his live streams, and I was thanking him for the information and shit. And then there was another one. When you make content for the public on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, you make it public. So people have a right to comment on it because that's what you put it up there for. If this is a thing where I can put in a comment, I can put in my motherfucking comments to let you know how I feel, right? So it was on the Arbery, what was it? Arbery, whatever. What's the dude name? Ahmaud Arbery case and shit, right? Justice was served on that. Justice was served. Yo, what up, Nate Springfield? You got a few big names? Okay, let me get these motherfuckers out the way first. You can come up on here, though. I'll put the link up in here. Come up on here. But I just want to get, when we get to those afters, I want to get these ones out of the way first. People come up in here and they got to get this information first on these motherfuckers. Then we'll go down the list and shit. Then we'll go down the goddamn list. Right? So they go to the link. Y'all come on up in here. You two Negi Springfield. Shit. You on Sister Cherry and shit? Sister Cherry, a nice lady, Negi Springfield. Don't be too hard on her and shit. They'll say, but you can bust your gun, though. You can bust your gun. And she probably come through. I told her that it would be a good thing. Like, it'll be some good information because I know how good she does her job and shit. And you know what I'm saying? And how you do yours. How good you do yours. So I think it'll do everybody some benefit, whether side you want to be on. Right? Yeah, Neggy, I know. Well, what up, Neggy?
Hey, how you doing?
Chilling, man, chilling. So I came across this thing. Let's get this shit on the road here. I came across. All right, got Swindle up in here. What else, Swindle?
Hey, what's hanging?
Hey, good, man. Hang in there, man. Shit. Hanging in there, motherfucker. Right? So I'll think about you the other day, like earlier in recently. Like, know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to like get on some more of these motherfuckers again. But today we're gonna be talking about Mr. Khonsu, the Mr. Conscious community. Mr. Conscious community. He's been around. I believe the first time I seen his appearance on the internet was through Sonetter. Now, we already know Sonetter's track record for bringing con men, for bringing scammers and all types of crazy shit, right? Into the world of niggerhood and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he get all the folks and shit that's in this conscious community, whether it's Hebrew Israelites, Moors, Nation of Islam, Christianity, Hebrew Israelites, however you want to put it, right? Sonetter has carved his name in stone as the what guan, John Higgins, what's guan? Says, so, I'll tell my boy about you, my boy he's Jamaican. I'll be like, yo, I got some dude from Jamaica that be watching my show and shit. I say he cool as hell and shit. You know I be acting up on this motherfucker and shit. Right? So Khonsu, man. Like goddamn, like you always like came off as like the cool, calm, collected motherfucker, like the businessman type, like you running shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? How you sit back and you got all your little I don't know what you want to call them. You might call them flunkies or I don't know what you want to call them. Your little elves or whatever that run around you, and you say that, oh, I mentor these young brothers and stuff. But some of these niggas is 30, 40 goddamn years old. Oh shit, I knocked Hoodwink out. Oh shit, my bad, yo. I'm gonna hit
No. I knocked myself out. I was trying to figure out how to see if I could share my screen from my cell phone with the YouTube University, but I can't.
Oh, okay. No, you can. Oh, yeah. It's hard to do that. You have to.
I have a list.
You can look at the desktop through Chrome on your phone. If you view it through desktop, then you'll be able to do it. But everything needs to be all crammed in and shit.
Yeah.
So I can pull the video and stuff later and stuff. If and put it up. So Khonsu say he's mentoring grown ass men. Like I don't know, like mentoring some man that's 40 something years old. I don't know, or 35 or whatever, right? But whatever. That's not what we're talking about today. So, I'm gonna let Negi chime in because Negi know a little about when we was in tour nights and stuff with Khonsu and stuff like that. So we can hear what Negi got to say about the man before we get into this information. So,
no, you're talking about Sayonetta still.
Sonetter had introduced, I believe he introduced Mr. Khonsu to the conscious community. The first place I heard of him, just like you got people like Garfield, Khonsu, you got motherfucker Polite, you got all these people that end up having bad track records with the people.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw another name in there with this Sayonetta. Is
I hope, how you say that. Go ahead.
I hope I can pronounce his last name right.
All right.
It's Tommy Sotomayor or something like that.
Oh, you ain't talking about my man Tommy Sotomayor.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna let you talk about Tommy Sotomayor. That's my main man right there, yo. I ain't gonna let you come out here and talk about Tommy Sotomayor. But I'll let you say what you got to say about it, though. I keep it 100.
They've had some runnings back and forth.
But you remember when Tommy Sotomayor got punched in the mouth?
I've heard about that. I just don't follow him anymore. I used to follow him, and I stopped following him.
Yeah. Tommy Sotomayor, he don't mess with Sonetta at all. Like
No.
I guess he have invited some people that were that was like frequent on Sonetta's platform and stuff. But Sonetta went to one of his debates. Tommy Sotomayor went to one of Sonetta's debates and got attacked by a bunch of angry niggly bears and shit. Got attacked, got punched in the face and shit. So like this shit crazy. So like when you deal with these people, you never know what could come your way because they're crazy. And when you get religion and like this whole spirituality thing tied into it, there's no telling what these people might try to do. I had a dude that is being taught by somebody that I was in IUIC with by the name of Azariah, right? One of Azariah's students, he threatening me and all types of crazy shit. Like, show your face and shit. I'm like, what? You gay? You think I'm cute? Or you want to see if I'm cute or some shit? Like, what the fuck is it? Right? So I just find that kind of weird, and like I'm always getting threats and stuff from people. But and I let anyone in y'all know if anyone of these niggly bears, one of these crazy people out here wanna threaten you, call the goddamn police. Call the goddamn police. Because they will try something. Out there they playing. They're gonna get the police to come to their motherfucking crib and whatever happened. Right?
I've had death threats for exposing a lot of scammers.
Right. It's showing the truth.
Yeah.
It's showing the truth. You get death threats for telling the truth, for telling things that they can't fight their way out of. Now they know they lied, and when the thing come to the forefront, they mad and want to try to bully you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you came out here and told the truth. Now
they're losing money.
Yeah. Yep. You got the people with the goddamn alkaline water and all these herbs and sea moss and all this shit. But nobody tells, and some of these people are like, I don't want to say that they ignorant, like as like a negative thing, but they really don't know anything about, say, like health, or like these people don't go to the doctor. They don't do doctor visits. Hebrew Israelites don't go to the doctor. They don't do it because they feel like the white man is trying to kill them. They're going to go there. They're going to tell them they got this disease or that disease and stuff, and they won't go. So they'll look at these other so-called black empowerment people, Afrocentrics, or whatever kind of thing, right? And then take their advice. And they're just telling them stuff to buy their product. Say like the sea moss, right? These people take the sea moss and tell the benefits of the sea moss, but that don't mean you supposed to be drinking sea moss 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Every day drinking 10 glasses of sea moss. That's not good for your health. Just like they're saying a vitamin is good for you to keep some kind of illness away, or any kind of thing, right? And they'll just keep taking it. Or, I got my greens or whatever kind of vitamin thing, and they'll drink that instead of drinking water. And the end results is getting their body all jacked up and your ass will die. Just like I saw something on the internet, a dude or something ate like a whole shitload of bananas. Like they did like some kind of fast, and they just happened to have a bunch of bananas, and they kept eating all the goddamn bananas, and the shit almost killed her ass because the high potassium levels of something that's in the banana, like she had too much of that in her body, and that your body will start shutting down, kidneys, liver, or whatever. So like people are just like really uneducated about stuff, and they don't want to go actually trust people that actually went to school, that got a real degree that are experts in the area, they don't want to listen to them just because they might be Caucasian or they might be Asian or not look like them or might be of a different religion. They don't want to take their advice based off of stupid, ignorant things like that. But back to Mr. Khonsu. Khonsu, right? Now, you've been playing the role. You haven't been doing no work, but you've been talking about doing the work without doing the work. So I ran across something today, right? On Facebook, how you dropped in some kind of thing, right? It said Albert Higgins, right? On Facebook. So I'm like, let me check this out, right? So I went and Googled Albert Higgins, right? And what I found was kind of weird. I looked up. Oh, let me show y'all myself. Let me show y'all myself so y'all don't think Killer be out there lying to motherfuckers, right? Let me get this again. Get here, search here. Albert Higgins. All right. So here. Boom. There we go. So now let me share this thing here. I gotta share the information with y'all. For y'all want to sit, yo, what up, Shamian? For y'all that want to sit here and think Killer B be lying. I didn't put this shit up on the internet. He did. Look at here. Albert Higgins. Now look right here, this Instagram post right here. Doctor. Khonsu, you got a doctorate? You got an MD or PhD, sir? That's my question. Because people call you Khonsu Sheshmu Amun. Now, when people be coming up with these magical names, like these mystical names and stuff, y'all gotta watch these motherfuckers. When they do it out in public, like if I'm doing business with y'all, I'm not doing no business with y'all as Killer be the goddamn witch finder general. You got witch, I burn their asses up. I'm not gonna have my name. Know what I'm saying? So, just like Brother Polite. All people know is Brother Polite. When you doing those, sending that money, you sending money to Brother Polite. And these people can easily switch their names up and move right into a different scheme or whatever. Easily. Right? Now, if my ass had a doctorate, motherfuckers gonna know every chance I got that I got a doctorate. Now, we're gonna click on this here. Up here. Look what we got here. That's Mr. Khonsu. Dr. Albert Higgins says, I will show you how to hire your first employee, the CEO. There is truly a difference between being self-employed and being a business owner. Slick talk. He talks very articulate and stuff, right? Like when he got on me for no reason, but really I thought he was getting on, like my boys started messing with him, right? I was telling him, I'm like, yo, nigga, like, just don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga shady, but that nigga, he do go do what he want to do. So I left the nigga alone. I left that nigga alone, and I'm like, what? This nigga gonna find out. I don't know. If he didn't find out, he gonna find out today. I don't fuck with a nigga like that. But he gonna find out today. Now, this whole talk about primary sources and citations and all this shit. I want to see the goddamn citation. Mr. Khonsu called me an ignorant ass N-word, right? So I went out this thing. You know, when you typing sometimes on your phone, you be misspelling shit like, and like your shit just be fucked up because you're typing fast. Like your key might be stuck or whatever, right? So what I was saying was just giving my opinion on the situation. But I got called a coon. I got called all types of Sambo, shuck and jive ass niggas just because I had an opinion. It's because I had an opinion. Now, I let people out here their opinion. People come out here, well, not lately and shit. Not too people come out here and disagree with me and shit because they about done with that getting their ass whooped up on this motherfucker. I allow them to come on my channel. The link's in the chat. And Mr. Khonsu is watching. Mr. Albert Higgins is watching. You can come on here and talk to me about it, right? And let me get the proper understanding if I'm wrong, right? I give everybody the fair chance. He started this talk all types of shit about it. Say he didn't know who I was. No goddamn well, he knew who the fuck Killer B, the goddamn Witch Rider General was. That man knew goddamn well who I was, but he had to showboat, right? Because the points I'm making gotta, like, you know what I mean? It go against his brain and shit, right? But that's okay. But what we dealing with today is doctor. I want to see your doctorate. I want to see it. Now, you can say, nigga, mind your business. I don't got to show you nothing. No, you don't. But if you doing business under the name of doctor in what? Right? And now we look through the Instagram here. We see a lot of weird stuff like Kyle Rittenhouse, 17 years old, Trayvon Martin, 17 years old, carries assault weary, carries a bag of Skittles. You know, the whole black Afrocentric. Like,
what the hell's an assault weapon?
Huh?
What is an assault? What is an assault weapon?
Oh, it says assault rifle. Assault rifle.
What is an assault rifle?
I guess that's a good question. That's a good question to me.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Yep, because I'm not a big that know too much about guns and shit. But like, yeah, to define that, I'm not gonna sit here. Just like I'm not gonna sit here and tell somebody I'm a doctorate.
Yeah.
I got a doctorate. I'm not gonna see it. And like I said, I really don't know. I might try to answer it to what I think, and I don't have no problem with telling people this is what I think it is. I'm not saying that's what it is. And this is what I think it is. Just like I don't know Mr. Khonsu whether he got a doctorate or not, but I know motherfuckers don't be calling him Dr. Khonsu on SVDL. And he don't, was it Dr. Khonsu on Sonetter? Now you telling people all the debt stuff and how to clean their debt up. Like people could do this shit on their own. That's just a look now. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look. Power Fridays with Janelle and Dave. Friday, April 23, 2021. Doctor, you see Janelle and Dave don't got no doctor in front of their shit because they ain't got no doctorate, right? Dr. Albert Higgins, personal coach. Join the conversation, right? And people, I don't know who these people are. Well, actually, that must be the show, Power Fridays with Janelle and Dave. Janelle and Dave, did y'all do y'all research to whether this man actually had a doctorate? Because they look like nice people. They look like people that want to help people or whatever they doing and shit. You know what I mean? They want to present good people to the community so people can take the information and do whatever they got to do, right? Now, Dr. Albert Higgins. Doctor. Here we go again. So, do you have a doctorate in finance or some shit? Or so? And that picture looked fake. That looked like a Photoshop picture because his head is way too big for his body. Y'all see that shit? Let me see if y'all see that on
Yeah,
the screen.
I see it. It's crazy.
Nigga, his head is like bigger than his whole chest.
Swindle Hoodwinked said, Dr. Umar Johnson, look him up.
Oh, yeah. Doctor, yeah, we're gonna get into him. We'll get into him definitely. We definitely get into him. I remember that court appearance. That was a while ago, but I never saw the end result of it. But I think he had to stop doing some shit or something. But the nigga was lying. But to this so-called demographic of African Americans, they will fall for that shit and not question it. See, the people who Khonsu will deal with are the people that won't question it because he talked good, well-spoken, been on side netter, king of consciousness, right? So many people are fooled by this house of consciousness thing. It's not even funny. Most of it, and I hate to say it like this, but they're a bunch of Bamas. No offense to all y'all down south folk, but they're a bunch of Bamas. And they don't know how things work up here in the north. How motherfuckers get down in the north. That, like I said before, the old Harlem hustle. You from down south, you come to New York City, see what happened to you. They'll get you for everything that you got. Now, this old Khonsu, old Chicago city slicker, right? I don't know the old Chicago game, but I ain't got no plans to ever go into Chicago, right? Now, back to this thing here. Now, what I did next, I'll show you what I did next. Usually, professional people have a LinkedIn account, right? So let me show y'all something. I see 7 people watching this shit. I don't see 7 motherfuckers up in the chat, but I would like to. You voice your opinion. Now, I'm in Raw Squad. Wait, is it what's the name? Which one? What's the name of Khonsu shit?
It's in Raw Squad. You're
all
right.
right. I didn't want to put put that nigga on the wrong organization, the wrong group or whatever, right? Now, they all supposed to be scholars. They're all supposed to be scholars. And quick to check somebody on the primary sources and all this stuff. I want the Amun Ra Squad to force this man to produce his doctorate, his credentials. So, because they present us educated people, I know some of the people in there, they got degrees, they go to college, far as we know. The Witch Rider General ain't digging in that shit, right? I know one of them, the members of the Amun Ra Squad, he actually got his master's. I know that for a fact, right? Now, you say, nigga, I don't fuck with a nigga like that, right? Now, I want them to put the shit on the table. Because you're debating people and calling people out being all fucking dumb short bus motherfuckers. I don't know if they call them motherfucking short bus motherfuckers like Killer B will, but I know they got their own little like so-called educated, articulate way of calling somebody a short bus rider, right? Now, let's see Mr. Khonsu on the short bus, right? Now, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Killer B give credit where credit is due. So, what we're going to do here is pull. Where's that now? Where's that? Here we go. We got it. We got it right here on the screen. Boom. Right? We got Robert Higgins. Right? Let me make this a little bit bigger because I really can't see it on the thing there. How it looks now on the screen. Okay, y'all can see it now. All right. Owner, marketing, and management. So if you got a PhD, you usually have the PhD in your line of work. So if I got a PhD in goddamn psychology, 99% of the time I'm working in the field of psychology. if I got a PhD in computer science, 99.99999% I'm working in the field of computer science. If I got a PhD, let's say theology, 99.99999% of the time I'm working in the field of theology. But we got my man here working in marketing and management. Now, marketing come right hand in hand with lying to the people because it's good at persuading motherfuckers and shit, right? So he went to St. Xavier University, right? Owner of what? Owner of what? Now, this is your professional LinkedIn, professional, and this is what it looks like. Mine don't look nothing like this. Mine got all my credentials on that motherfucker. Got my references with the people I work with all around the world. All around the world. Owners of corporations. Co-signing me for my skills and the work that I do. Said, now look at here. Education. St. Xavier University says he has a master's, right? Now, he probably got a master's. He put that up on there because a motherfucker that do business, they'll check your ass for that shit, right? And theology. 1998 to 2004, right? Activities and societies, public speaking, life coaching. This like Polite. What's Polite is? A life coach. What Polite do? That old debt correction shit. Project resolution. And now, for somebody, because Mr. Khonsu had a problem with me with my grammar. Is you ain't my baby. That's how Killer Bee talk. When I'm doing business, I don't talk like that. But I'm on here, I talk the language that these niggas on these niggly bears understand. Right? Now look at this. Oh shit, and I'm fucked up. Wait, hold on. Fucking up. All right, I'm back on it. Now, the Grand Lodge of Amun Ra Move Motivational. What the fuck is that? The Grand Lodge? Are you trying to say the Grand Lodge? So a man with a PhD will have typos? Does this shit make sense? You got a PhD. Your ass supposed to know how to write and spell. You said, I'm this old, ignorant ass nigga and shit. I don't know how to write and spell. So that means I got an excuse. Right? Meaning like I'm dumb. Like I said before, being dumb and stupid is two different things. Dumb mean you don't know no better. Stupid mean you know better, but you're still doing the goddamn shit. So what we have here, dumb and stupid. And you got a PhD? Nigga, you been pretty. Oh, Nigga, you stepped away from the computer? All right. So what we see here is a whole bunch of bullshit. And I know I see the chat got 7 motherfuckers and shit. Ain't nobody saying nothing. What is that? Y'all niggas watching? Hit that. Let me put the link up in here again for y'all. Any of y'all Amun Ra squads want to come up on here? Speak for your boy Khonsu. Because I know the two Khonsu like to dip up out of a lot of debates and shit too. He like to hang around niggas that debating motherfucker, not actually debating. Because I know he ran from Judah Nazareth when I was in Torah Nights. Nigga, you still with us? Nigga can confirm that shit. And I'm like, Khonsu ran from goddamn Judah Nazareth? And I was in Torah Nights then and shit. Like, yeah, that nigga don't want no smoke. I thought he was the man. I was talking shit too. I was like, I thought he was the man. I saw that he was talking all that shit, all that smart shit. They get a run for Judenaz. Judenaz is in his glory when that shit happened. And I noticed when I see him, he don't do that shit alone. He be with motherfuckers and they be talking. And he just be like, the so-called people that he mentor. Like there was some dude, he wrote a book or some shit too. I forgot his name. Can't come to me right now. But I was like, how the fuck you mentoring this nigga? He a grown-ass motherfucker. He went to college and got his degrees on his motherfucking own, nigga. Huh? And you just sitting there riding the coattail of smart motherfuckers. But what really, it make the motherfuckers go backwards. Right? Like I told Chris and shit. I said, Chris, stop hanging around dumb, stupid motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, you're making yourself look crazy and shit. Because, like, and none of that shit count because you're being smart around dumb motherfuckers. Change your lane. You know, the nigga don't listen and shit. He gonna go do what he got to do. So that's what he do. That's what he gonna go do. I'm not gonna be a part of it. Don't look for my black ass over there and shit, right? So it's this shit crazy. This shit unfucking believable. It's unfucking believable. Doctor, you got the nerve to sit there and tell people you got a doctorate. But your LinkedIn says master's. We don't even know about that. We like to see that. We'll like to see that. It's on your LinkedIn, so I ain't got shit to say. It's on your LinkedIn. On your LinkedIn. I don't see no credentials, none of that shit on your LinkedIn. Now, you had your, what it said, master since 2004. So 2014, you going on 20 years with that master's. Nigga, what you eating? Nigga, cheese? Okay. Eating cheese and shit. White people love cheese, motherfucker. Neggy, what you got to say? Because you was in tour nights when Khonsu bowed out from that debate with Judah Nazareth.
Yeah, he's just a comedic weirdo, you know, that's all.
And then, like, the thing is, like, it's a lot of shit. I was like, well, goddamn, nigga. You know, and they try to play the role, but and fool motherfuckers. Why would you say your name is Doctor? I wouldn't even be Khonsu if I had a doctorate. I'd be Dr. Albert Higgins, nigga. That's what you gotta address me as. Doctor. Like, motherfucker come out here, yo, what up, killer? I'd be like, excuse me? Dr. Killer.
How you doing? How you doing, Pharaoh?
Yup. That shit crazy. And this whole clandestine lodge, he claims he's a Mason, right? The lodge, the Dran Lodge. I forgot the Dran Lodge. Maybe he didn't make a typo. It's the Dran Lodge of Amun Ra. I don't know where y'all get your charter from. That's what you call a clandestine lodge.
Yeah, that's what you call illegitimate.
Illegitimate. Exactly. See, I got white people over here to use big words for me.
Well, I wouldn't call that a big word, but
it's big word for most of the nigga beers out here. It's big words, but you know what I'm saying? If that shit more than 5 letters, motherfucker, that shit big words, right? I'm gonna stay in my place. I'm gonna stay in my motherfucking place. I'm gonna hold my rank. I'm gonna sit here and hold my rank, and I just hoping everybody else hold their rank. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there in front for some motherfucker telling motherfucker I'm this and that and ain't doing it. So, Mr. Khonsu, we'd like to see your goddamn doctorate. Now, let's go. Like we done with you, Mr. Khonsu. We don't nuke your ass. So all you gotta do now is respond. Or hey, do what you normally do. Get one of your the people you mentor to speak for you. That actually got the credentials. That actually got the education. Get one of them to speak for you. 9 people up in here. The link's in the chat. Anybody disagree with me? The link's right there. I'm not shady. If I get corrected, I stand corrected.
Oh, you want to hear something kind of funny about Khonsu?
Go ahead.
One time I tried to talk to him about the whole Egyptian thing.
Right.
And you know what he did? He did something that seemed bogus then and seems even more bogus now. He just played the card of, well, you're not on my level. You know, he was playing that whole, I'm educated, using big words.
Yup, that's what he did to me. But now look at us here. Look at us now. Mr. Big Word. Let's see your doctorate. Put your doctorate up on the screen. And we can look it up too. So don't go to try to do don't try to pull a Dr. Ali Muhammad, nigga. Don't try to pull a Dr. Ali Muhammad. So if you got a PhD, you must have a PhD in theology, since you got your master's on there. But I would be very proud to put my PhD up on my LinkedIn. Right? So this shit is kind of weird to me. And it's something just don't seem right. I think there's a song like that and shit, but I can't remember. I was singing if I can remember. Something just ain't right. Some shit like that. 10 people in the room. Anybody disagree with me? The link's in the chat. Come on here and talk with me. Right? So, wait, hold on a second. Let me share this motherfucker. Hold on one second. Let me share this son of a bitch. I've been lazy about sharing my videos and shit lately. Let me share this motherfucker real quick. Niggas play too much. Niggas play too much. I want to see the goddamn receipts, goddamn it. I want to see the goddamn receipts. Right there on Facebook for the world to see. All right. Now, let's move on to the next nigga. Then we're going to get Swindle. You ready? We got one more to go. Then you got the flow.
Oh,
Not
hell yeah.
The flow. All right. So let's get the other person that we know that's a fraud. Right? Let me get this thing here. What do we got here? What do we got here? What we got here? This it right here. Yep, this is it right here. Now, here you go, Miss. Here you go, number 2. Dr. Gary, Judah Nazareth. You should be ashamed of your goddamn self telling people you a fucking doctor. Look, and this is coming from, I don't know if y'all can see that shit. Y'all probably can't see that shit. Profile on amoeba.japan. This is Judah Nazareth's profile on amoeba.japan. I love this. Another doctor that don't know how to write and shit. Look, the eye up at the top and shit. Then it's got love down there, right? This I, 2 spaces in love. It says, I read it like it say, love Japanese people. I love Japanese people. Why would you write that twice, Judah Nazareth? I love Japanese people. I love Japanese people. I am very confident that I understand perfectly when I speak with Japanese people. English, no matter what level their English is on. Now, what the fuck kind of shit is that, Judah? What? Nigga. You call yourself, right? Now, this is a screenshot. This shit old. This old news. Y'all can go find the video and shit on my channel that we talk more about this, right? It says, from my experience as a conversation coach in Japan, what Japanese people need in improving their English speaking skills. This nigga out here calling motherfuckers himself doctor. Now, hold on a second. I'm not done. Let me get something else here. We got another one. I had to dig this shit up too. This some old shit right here. Some old shit. All right, boom. That's the screenshot from the shit right there again. Goddamn Dr. Gary. Dr. Gary. That's Judah Nazareth, y'all. Dr. Gary. Remember he said, my name's Corey. But my name's Corey. Now, you see how this is? It just don't make no sense because the people are lying to the people. Why? Why? Why do people need to lie to the people? Why? And that's it on that. We don't even have to talk about this nigga no more. We already see. We already see what it is. Now, Mr. Swindle. You still with us? What up, Nicozy? Dr. Mighty Killer B. Dr. Mighty Killer B. See, Swindle still with us. Swindle, you still with us? Bring your ass on and shit, because you got the flow. Well, he dropped off. He was trying to come back in. But I guess you want to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson and some more heads. You even say Tommy Sotomayor. He getting on my main man, Tommy. I'm feeling some kind of way about that shit. There you go. What up, Swindle? All right.
I'm back. I keep fucking this thing up. I hate this.
All right, you got the flow now. You got the flow.
Yeah, I'll just make it short and sweet. I've got like 3 names.
Okay.
Just the top one. So since you're on the doctor thing,
yeah.
Okay. There's this woman who is part of the redemption movement, where the Treasury Direct account, the secret trust with the Social Security account, and all that, your birth certificate bond.
Yeah.
She calls herself Dr. Joanna Wales.
Joanna?
Druanna, Druanna, Joanna Wales, WAILS / Johnston, JOHNSTON. And she calls herself a doctor. She can cure everything that you have, from AIDS to cancer.
Oh shit, Nagy, you remember I said, could this be the same person? Because the other day somebody was talking about I'm not taking the vaccine. No. Somebody was, that was you telling me that, I think, Nagy. That somebody was on 4chan and they was looking for a way to cure the vaccine.
Yeah. It was someone that was using a name like a Hebrew Israelite. So I got on him instantly, but he tried to duck and dodge.
But I think, remember, I found a website, and the website was telling people, oh, you got to take this, you got to get these herbs, and you got to get this and take this shit, and it's going to clean the virus out of you, and it's going to block
shit
it.
She does.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
That shit she does.
Yeah. But the way they worded it, worded. I should have I was going to do a video on it. I can't think if I had, because I screenshotted the shit.
Yeah. She actually lives in Mexico because she has an arrest warrant out for her in this country. She is in debt of tens of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
And so she's been running around Mexico, moving around. Her real name is, after doing some investigations, this was my first time debunking scammers, and her real name is Fawn Cherry Marcado, and she lived in basically the Northwest and then the Midwest until she ruined all her ties and stuff like that.
Now, I want to stop you real quick. If anybody paid attention to what I said earlier, how these people will make up fake names, so when shit hit the fan, they could have switched the game up and come back as somebody else.
Yeah. And that's what the
Moors all over again.
That's what the Moors do.
Yep.
They'll go. My name is John Smith. Then they'll take the Smith off and put John L. And then do their nationality cards, and it's just like then they make their name John Smith into a corporation. So when it's like, hey, are you John Smith? No, John Smith is a corporation. That's what they call status correction.
Yep. And all it is you changing your name. And I think when you change your name, I think they give you a new social security number, I think.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yep. But you by law, you're not supposed to ignore your last debts and stuff from that old number.
Right.
They make that clear.
Yeah. Yep.
Like when you go fill out the application, change your name and all that stuff, because I've looked that shit up.
Yeah.
And it says it in there.
Yeah. Then the next person on my list, I'm doing just the top 3. I have probably 30 or 40 names on my YouTube University list. I'll send that through you through Facebook's Messenger. I can send it through there because I have it saved on my computer. The next name you might know is Tazadak Shah.
Tazadak Shah.
Yeah. He's an Israelite, Hebrew, whatever you want to call it.
That's actually the name that the person was using on 4chan. That's what it sounds like.
It's Tazadaq Shah, Shah.
Yeah. I've seen it, but yeah, that name is familiar.
So for the people that didn't know who this is, the woman, right?
Yep, that's her.
And look, and this is why people will flock to her. She a badass bitch, and motherfuckers go right to her. They want to know everything she got to say because she fine. And that's how that shit all go down.
As part of the money, she owes like $40,000 to a plastic surgeon.
She can afford it because she's scamming all these dummies.
Yeah, she used to be a stripper.
There you go.
See, and then she gained a lot of weight.
Who's another one we got now that's coming out? The Pa's starting to do classes and stuff for people and all. She about to turn into another one, and she looking sick. I see her picture up on her video today. She do not look well. Yeah, that woman did not look well. But let's get this other name here.
So Tazadak Shah's real name is Roosevelt Tankard.
Tazadak Shah. Let me try to look this shit up real quick.
Yeah.
Tazadak Shah.
Yeah.
And his real name is what? Roosevelt?
Roosevelt Tankard.
Tankard.
Yep.
Spokesman for Man, Real Swagger paperback, corporate crooked officials.
Yeah.
Oh, he got books on Amazon and stuff.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of books. He's got websites. He can sell you the secured party creditor for a couple of $1,000s, to be the Treasury Direct for a couple of $1,000s.
Wow.
There's people that fall for that shit.
Oh, he looked like a slick motherfucker. He looked like a slick motherfucker.
He used to be an MMA fighter too. He didn't make it big, but he was in the minor leagues.
All right, let me put this motherfucker up on the screen too.
Yeah.
Let me put his ass up on the screen too. All right.
Yeah, don't put it up there for that long. Count to 30 seconds and take it off. He's good at giving you copyright strikes for using his picture.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. That's the motherfucker right there. Shit.
Yes, it is.
Yep. We can get on out of here.
Yeah. So he's a slick motherfucker.
Yep.
Very, very. If you listen to his videos, he's a smooth talker.
Yeah. Like all these people, they talk real slick.
Yep.
Real slick. Greasy tongue.
Yeah.
Greasy tongue. And it's a shame. And they prey off the people that The ignorance of I was gonna say like poor people, but people like him, he dealing with the dumb people that went to college, that got money, that got good jobs, got careers.
Yeah.
Or the person like the blue collar worker.
Yep.
Because they want to get where he at to be able to, like, you know what I mean? He can floss out like somebody can be a blue collar worker. They making good money, but they swamp them bills and all this stuff. So they'll look at somebody like him. Oh, I can fix that problem for you. Did you know your social security number? They got $10 million on it that you can get $10 million and stuff, all this shit. I'm like, man,
that's
like my boy, right? From out here.
Yeah.
He fell into all that stuff. And he was telling me that you could use your social security number, right? But what it came out like, dude, you full of shit. But what it came out to be is that you can use it, but it comes back.
Yep.
So say like you owe a bill, right? And they telling you got to pay this bill. You can give them that, how they say the routing number and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, the routing number of the closest federal bank to you, then your social security number. That's the basically it's called the Treasury Direct account.
Right. So it goes through, but then it gets thrown back.
Yes.
So what happens? Say like you got a bill that you got to pay, and say like they're gonna shut your lights off or something, right? And you pay that. With that, it'll stop them from turning off your lights for the moment, but then it comes back.
Yeah.
Know
then you saying? Then they come shut your lights off. Then you have to pay your bill, the the reconnection fees plus any late fees whatsoever, instead of paying the damn bill in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah.
This shit crazy.
Yeah. Then I'm going to do one more. Then I'm going to do an honorable mention. I forgot one guy. So the next the next one on my list is Tex. He calls it Mason. It's Mason. His name is Sylvester L. He's a Moor, and he's been shut down, but he's used to be a big money making scam artist on scamming uneducated black folks.
Yep.
So it's
Sylvester. What was it? Sylvester what?
Bay or Sylvester L. One or the other. But it's easier to find him as Tex Mason.
Tex Mason.
Yeah, Mason.
Is Tex as TEX?
Yes.
Okay. I got it. There you go. I'll see now. Let me put in Moors. Maybe that help it. Tex Mason, Sylvester. Why that shit keep making fucking eBay instead of LBay? All right. Oh shit.
And and a website should also come up. It's like THC something.
Okay.
If you're on YouTube, go to Tex Mason.
Tex Mason. Okay.
Yeah, easier for him to find.
Rise of the Moors. Okay, let me go to this YouTube thing here.
Yeah, Rise of the Moors. Oh my God, 3 of the
Whatever happened with them? I haven't did a follow-up video on that. I know you probably have.
You're still a part of my Discord channel, I think, and we talk about that all the time.
Oh, I haven't been I ain't really understand how to use Discord yet. I got somebody else who's trying to get me on there the other day. I'm just overwhelmed with all the stuff going on.
Yeah, we just talk about Moors on my channel.
I know you do. You be tearing their asses up.
Yeah.
Yo, put the link to your channel in the chat.
I'll send it to you through Facebook.
Okay.
It's hard to do shit multitask on my cell phone.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. All right, let me put this thing here up. Tex Mason. All right, y'all. This is Tex Mason. Stay away from this motherfucking channel and shit.
Yeah. He used to be a big money-making thing, but he hasn't done anything you can see in 5 months.
Yep. And then a year before that,
Yeah.
acquiring vacant property by adversarial possession.
Yeah.
Affidavit of commercial obligation. Look, this thing is all scams.
Yeah.
All scam. And you see how many subscribers he got? 25,000 subscribers.
Yeah. And he's got one up there. You see the DD214? It's right there. It's
Yeah, right there. Oh shit! God damn it!
The DD214 is your discharge papers from the military, and he thinks it's some great grand paper. I have a DD214. But discharge debt and stuff like that, it's all money. A for V, accepted for value. That's just all scams. 100% scams.
See y'all?
And that's
I'm about to get on him. I sent him a message this morning.
who?
I heard I haven't watched the video, but they said Taharka Bay had Judah Naz, Mr. Nasty, up on this panel. That's what I heard. I gotta go check it out.
Yeah. I get along with Taharka.
I said
get
I
along
heard
with
him on the panel.
Yes.
I
I get along with Taharka.
He get like, and I always said that. I keep it real. I always said that. Every time y'all hear me talk about Taharka Bay on here, I say he seems like a nice dude, and he's professional and stuff, and he acts nice when you're on your show, on his show. But I told him, I'm like, okay, I like what you're doing. Like, I know you can't fuck with me on this Morris shit, right? Because I presented one of my Morris videos to him, and that's the only time I ever seen him pissed off. I just asked him to critique the video.
Yeah.
Can you critique the video?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I have his phone number. I talk to him when I have questions. I'll call him, and he's good at calling back or calling back or texting.
But I told him, I was like, yo. Well, he got mad at all that. He let me on his show, and I was asking the questions. They were just tap dancing all around the question. Like, they were tap dancing all around it. And then this chat is going crazy, calling me all types of names and stuff, right? But he stayed professional, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I left it alone. I was like, well, the dude treated me now. I'm going to leave him alone. I'm still going to tell the truth about Noble Drew Ali and all that other bullshit, right? But then I've heard before the whole polite arrest thing came out, that Taharka Bay was Sonetter's cousin or related to Sonetter, right?
Yeah, I don't know. They've been having a war.
Right, but this war thing that we see, I believe sometimes, I don't know for sure, I'm not going to say I know, but it'd be the perfect thing is to create tensions between channels for views. So if Taharka talk about Sonetter talk about Taharka, it creates a versus thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's happening, my friend. Between a number of different factions.
Right. But say like with you, they won't throw you in there. They'll ignore you and me and just keep the beefs with them.
Yeah.
And we'll be the ones coming out with the real information about everything.
Yeah.
But both sides will ignore us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you end the feed, don't cut us off, or when you hit the end of your stream, we can talk for a couple of minutes.
Sure.
After but it won't show up on screen. I some other stuff I want to share with you in private.
All right, cool.
So then Taharka Bay, I respect the guy. I don't go after more Science Temples of America. I don't believe in what they're doing, but I just leave them alone because they're doing what they're doing. I go after the Sovset versions of the people that are claiming Moors that are scamming. And there's thousands of them.
Uh-huh.
That's
So-
all I do. I stay away from the temples. I don't bother them and stuff like that. And that's I do have the respect of some of the temple Moors.
So basically, the Moors that just believe in Noble Drew Ali and that damn book, that Circle 7 Quran, long as they keep their ass in that Circle 7 Quran and wear those hats, you all good with them. But once they start telling people that they could they could get their nationality and all this stuff like that, then that's when you get on their ass. That's kind of like me. That's kind of like me, sort of. Sort of. I play the line a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I play the fence quite a bit.
Yeah, I do that too. There are some bad temples, and I do go after them.
Right.
One of them is I call the Candyland Moors. It's Canada land or whatever it is. Moors.
Yeah.
His name is Cujo, and his real name is Kevin McAllister.
I think I heard that name before.
Yeah. It's the big thing for me is to expose their real names. It really gets them pissed off.
Oh, hell yeah. And they so sloppy with it too. They so sloppy with that shit.
Yeah.
They so sloppy with it.
Yeah. And my final person is my honorable mention is I just destroyed here recently. And he goes by the name of Texas Paralegal Guy. And look him up on Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah.
I just heard about that. I haven't even been on that thing yet.
Yeah, I've been after him for a few years, and he finally took all of his scamming videos off and put them over on Rumble. So now he looks like an angel on YouTube.
What was the name again? I'm typing it in now.
Texas Paralegal Guy.
Texas Paralegal Guy. There we go. There he goes. Another flickster. Another slick one. Global Communications Entertainment.
Yes, that's him. Zimic Millhouse.
His face looked real familiar.
Yeah, he's a big time scammer. He thinks he gives out the legal advice. He is definitely not a paralegal. I just did a video and I posted a link in there to contact the bar association in Texas. So if you ever, so that's one of his places. But you want to look for Texas Paralegal Guy. Yeah, that the video you see there for Poser, that's about me.
I know. I'm about to say that shit. I was like, yo, this must be about him. Show your face. Show your face. Yep.
Yeah, so that's and if you notice the number of views on the videos, it's incredible. So it's
well, he ain't got no views on these motherfuckers here. He got like 1 or 2 views. He's doing something wrong over here.
Yeah, so it's he's a big time scammer. So that's why
and putting the religion in with it too.
Yeah.
Look, do not make for yourself graven images.
Yeah.
The whole Hebrew Israelite thing.
So all of these videos that he has on Rumble came from YouTube, and he cleared them all out and put them over there.
Wow.
So
his highest video got 36 views.
Yeah.
Make ZFM the super big station and right to travel. Oh my God.
And secured party creditor, the SPC.
And there's people out there that actually say that all this shit is true. This is on Twitter I follow and stuff. He said all that stuff. I'm like, man, that shit ain't true, man.
Yeah.
Cops will beat your ass and shit. You go there, try that shit.
So I've been just coming hard on him lately. I've done a couple of videos on him, and he just finally, and I've called his radio station and bitched at him a few times. He's threatened me with a class action lawsuit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the wrong legal forms to use. And he believes that the FBI shut down my old channel, which they didn't.
Aaliyah Robinson, what's up? Good to see you up in here.
Yeah,
They said the FBI. Hey, yo, I've been claimed that the FBI and shit. The FBI is on the Killer Bee. Instead, I'll be for what?
Yeah. So this is your big time. That's my top three, plus the honorable mention of the people on my YouTube University. There are some other ones, but it's just those are the my biggest ones.
Yep. And it's a shame because like it's some of this stuff like they come out with, man. It's like even Garfield, I guess has like calmed down a little bit, like with the bullshit. But when he came out, he was talking all this big shit. Oh, I'm a business owner and all this. And at the time, I had just started my business, like right. I'm like, motherfucker, you in an affiliate program. I'm like, that's not your own business. I'm like, you an affiliate program. Like you a runner. Like you get sales for the company and stuff. Like it's like, and then I found on his website because I build websites. And stuff. So I look at the index on the site. He had a hidden page because like you can hide a page. Yeah. If you don't block, you can still pull that page up, right? Yeah. So he was trying to sell K2 on the website. And then this changed it over to something else, to this whole like debt correction and all that shit.
Another guy that I went after for quite a while, and we've kind of screwed him, is it's called Moorish Nationality Card Services.
Is that in Connecticut?
No, he's in Ohio.
Okay.
Moorish Nationality Card Services. His name is Judah's son, and he used to sell Moorish nationality cards at $135 a pop.
Wow. And getting it.
And they're working.
And getting it, and how you get the motherfucker is a person could have that card for goddamn 10 years before they ever get stopped by a cop.
Yeah.
There's the Canaan Land Moors. I believe they're from Connecticut. They were selling those cards. They were selling it out of Hartford, Connecticut. I was shocked when I went to the site and looked that the shit was in Hartford, Connecticut. I was like, oh, I don't fucking believe it.
What was the name again?
Canaan Land Moors.
No, they're out of Canada.
They're out of Canada, but their website.
That's Cujo.
The address for their website, like for the to get the cards and stuff, was in Hartford.
Really?
Yeah. So you know what? Like you said, they in Canada, but they'll find a dummy to work for them, a fall guy.
Yeah.
So the fall guy will make the IDs and stuff, and then that money will go to them, but the fall guy is using his address, or PO box or whatever. So when the shit comes down, that person is getting charged with it, and then Canaan Land Moors is clear. They'll just say, "We don't know this guy." That's all they got to say. We don't know this guy.
Yep.
They get you every time. Same thing with Polite, right? Those PayPal accounts. Like the people were sending the money through PayPal and they wasn't getting none of their stuff or whatnot. The PayPal accounts were in Polite's name. The PayPal accounts was in his wife's names. So he probably getting all these chicks and putting them down, letting him use their identification to set up things. That's probably what he was doing. Because remember when they had said that Polite, him and his wife got beat up by the cops in Hollywood. If that was real, the cops went after his wife and not him. But they said it was because of prostitution. But that whole thing ended up being a lie. He put up a thing the other day was saying, don't send any money to the website, right? That they hacked the website. They didn't hack shit. He didn't pay the web developer.
Right.
The web developer turned the shit off.
Exactly.
Well, Aaliyah says if robotic people will stop falling for the social control, none of this fake shit like insurance and seatbelts and get rich scams. Yeah, man. Yo, Neggy, man, I hate when you be hiding in the back and shit. Speak up, shit.
Yeah,
It's all about the money.
I just didn't have too much to say. These Moors are just crazy. You know, it's ridiculous. It's like, you know, they tried to, you know, have you ever heard of the Moorish, the Moorish Science Temple? But then there was one that was tied into a gang, the El Rukans. Have you heard of them?
No.
You never heard of the El Rukans?
I've talked about the El Rukans. They did the whole Moorish thing, but as part of the Black Pea Stones.
You never heard of that, Swindle?
No, that's a new one to me.
Whoa, damn, shit. We putting you on this shit.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
You had all the information. I thought for sure you would have known about that.
So,
what is it called again?
It's called,
yeah. In Chicago back in the day. And they took their... Go ahead, nigga. You explain it. You did a video on it. Go ahead.
I could talk about it a bit more, but they were a gang in Chicago that started off as the Black Pea Stones. What happened is somewhere along the line, their leader, Jeff Fort, he converted to a form of Islam, Black Islam. And what happened is he wanted his gang to join him in the new religion. So they started to espouse the ideologies of the Moorish Science Temple. But they did it while incorporating... Huh?
Was this done in the 60s?
Might have been.
If it does, I am aware of it. There's somebody by the name of it's like Porter Bay. There's a bunch of names. It was also linked to the Black Panthers, if that's the one.
Yeah, it all kind of interconnects, and that's why I have a theory about why these guys are so similar.
Hey.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. What's up, Aaliyah? Right. If I didn't know what you was behind, I would have been up out here with Elijah Muhammad.
Well, you should have known it was the incomparable.
I was like, yo, who the hell is that? And I was like, that's
well, let me say this.
All right.
Yes, this is the incomparable sister, Captain Aaliyah Rebecca Muhammad. However, I just want to say this to the guy that's talking. I don't know which one it is. Listen, we could talk about all the charlatans, all the fakers, all the scammers using all these great men who had honor, like Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, UEP New. All these people were men of vision and great honor, but their names have been used to become a scam. You see, I agree with you, but let me say this to you, the one that's calling out all the Black organizations. All of them were not bad, and a lot of them did help the Black community. And listen, this is what I really want to say, Killer, to him. Don't put down our Black organizations. When y'all organizations was the Ku Klux Klan, the Knights of Columbia, and all of that stuff like that. So we had the right, my friend, we had the right to organize ourselves just like your people organize themselves.
Ma'am, can I say something real quick?
Okay. Welcome to the Killer Bee Show.
I've talked about the Ku Klux Klan. I basically showed that those guys.
Sir, listen. Listen, no. We're not going to waste time. I'm not talking about that. I don't care about your opinion about our community and our organizations and groups that we form. Oh, brother, let me finish, Killer.
All right,
let me finish so he won't have to waste his time.
Okay,
because I don't care about him talking about the Ku Klux Klan. We talk about our organizations too that are not right. I just wanted to simply call in to say all of our organizations were not wrong and not conducive to our Black community. That's all I wanted to say. Okay. So yeah, I talk about organizations too that belong to the Black community. But that does not mean that they all started off in the 50s and the 60s as a bad thing. It has been relegated to that because of charlatans like Polite, like charlatans who are out here spewing out God's word and they don't understand it and they're not right. You understand what I'm saying? So I agree.
I get where you're coming from, and I'm real with it. I'm 100, but the majority, and I can almost say all, have been started off the foundation of cult-like techniques. Let's look at now. I like the Black Panthers, right? From the movie, you know, movies don't be telling the truth all the goddamn time, right? I wasn't really a big fan of the Black Panthers lately, right? When I was a kid, of course, young Black kids and stuff, we wanted to learn about the Black Panthers and all that shit. Yeah, I was all into it, right? But when I looked at their handbook, I noticed this at a young age, that it allowed their members to do drugs, but not on duty, right? So I'm like, what kind of shit is this? Then you got the Bloods and the Crips, supposedly started as something to protect the neighborhood, right?
Right.
But look at the organization now. But what they was doing, protecting the neighborhood where you can only sell the drugs. You had a territory where you can sell your drugs and nobody else can come in and take the money.
Look, beloved brother. I'm not saying you don't have a right today to look at these organizations, because in their infancy, they have not been represented today like they started off yesterday. See, I'm from yesterday. That's what y'all don't understand.
So tell us your history in the Nation of Islam, because I know you spoke on it, but just let the people know.
Yeah, since we have been thrown into a relationship, I don't mind. But I'm not going to go in deep detail. I'll just say this. And we'll have a discussion about it another day, because see, I homeschool my grandchildren and I got to get ready for this class, right? So I can come back any other day at night. All you got to do is send me an email or something. You know who I am. So I will break it down to you, because like I said, I want to give you a key. I was born in the 50s. It's a whole nother world than it was when I grew up as a little girl.
Right.
Even in the Nation of Islam. Okay. It was a whole different organization than what y'all see out here today. All right, I want to make that clear.
I agree with you 100%.
So, and then thank you very much. And as far as cult, you know, y'all using and throwing out that word as though it's a bad thing. It only means culture.
Shit, don't do it.
The practice of culture.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay. Actually, no, it means worship, but you missed the mark.
I'm going to go there. Worship in a cultural environment with other people who practice the same ideology and ways and morals. Oh, I'm very intelligent, bro.
Now,
don't think you're talking to no fool.
But you got to look too that
I'm talking to the Caucasian guy.
Well, his name is Nagy. We don't do all the stuff. Oh, the white man.
Nagy. I'm talking to Nagy.
Okay, all right.
I'm just calling it how I see it. Hey, unbeknownst to y'all, we are not prejudiced. Okay?
Okay.
I don't need to be prejudiced. Not when you can look all around the world and see the devastation of what the Caucasians have done on this
Well,
planet.
goddamn.
There's no need to call them prejudiced. We don't have to be prejudiced. All you got to do is read the damn history. That's all you got to do.
Now,
So let's
you
be
need
real.
to watch a couple more of my videos. If you go to my lessons playlist, you will find
Yes,
out
sir.
a lot of those things that were taught to black people about what was going on in the world weren't exactly the truth. And
Oh no,
the
sir.
things
I'm
that stood
talking
out-
about the big things. I'm talking
right.
about the big things like World War I and II and how America got into those wars and didn't have to. So we look.
That's gonna
Let's
happen.
not
You
go
all
here.
the way
Let's
back
not
to
go here,
the time.
Killer. Killer, we'll be all damn day. But I'm just telling you, I heard it. Your notification came up, and when I heard your other friend say what he was saying, trying to call out our black organizations, I just wanted to say, no. Before you start doing that, think about the organizations in the white communities that they love and that they have been
We got
having
on
since
the
the
white community
1800s.
today. We got on the
Excuse
white
me?
community today. You didn't see it?
Oh no, I didn't see it. I
You
haven't
missed
seen it, bro.
You missed it. I got white people
But
out here.
listen,
talking about white
Killer,
people. You missed it.
Killer, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that. I'm just talking about what I heard. And since I'm one of your listeners and I had the time, I thought I would call in to say, don't talk about the negativity in our organizations because the Knights of Columbia and all that other stuff they do, the Ku Klux Klan and the Illuminati and all that stuff that the Caucasians have made up over the years for their own purposes and reasons, they're just as bad. It's just as much negativity. Right. So before you call one black, call the kettle black too.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot from people. They say, Killer B, why you don't talk about the white people? Because I started doing videos of telling the people about what happened with my life in the cult, right? So my expertise is through the Black Hebrew Israelites. There ain't nobody that could come over here and tell me shit about the Hebrew Israelites.
I hear you.
Nothing. Just like you say you go back to the 50s.
That's right.
Right? In the Nation of Islam. I can't even come and tell you what Elijah Muhammad was doing or saying at that time.
That's right.
You're authority. Right. And you somebody I would have on here when I'm talking about them. Right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I'm going to be up in here and saying the Nation of Islam was a great organization and all this shit. I could say that they took a lot of black people that was in a jacked up state and made them think. Well, I can't even say that. I was gonna say.
Okay, I tell you what.
Hold on.
I tell you what. Just hold it. Just hold it. Look, Killer B. Just hold it so you won't just throw out something in the air. Hold it. Hit me up and tell me that you want me to come on, and me, you, and Niggy, and whoever else you want, we can come on your panel and we can discuss this. Because I ain't afraid, because I got all my proof too and receipts and documents how I was raised up, and we're gonna deal with it fairly, because now we're gonna talk about from 1930 to 1975, and that's it. I don't have anything to do with what's going on out here now with these people calling themselves being.
And I would love to have you out here to talk about that. But
then hit me up, darling. Hit me up.
But what I was saying is that
that's right. My daughter said, look, my daughter said all they trying to do is use the real Nation of Islam name to hide their dirty religion. Okay.
Well, the Moors be saying that.
That's what my daughter said.
Right. But
my daughter was just
hold on. All right. See, this we gotta have to tame your ass somehow and shit.
Oh, whatever, Killer. Whatever. I ain't no damn witch.
So, right?
Okay.
So what I was saying, like I was gonna say, I didn't want to say that it made them better people or good thinkers to make better decisions. And like I had to
Mm-hmm.
think, and that's why I stopped myself. Because
Oh.
the Hebrew Israelites took people that were drug addicts, took people that was going around sticking up and robbing people and doing all types of stuff, right? But
Mm-hmm.
but it stopped them from doing that and made them a somewhat of a good model citizen, if I could say that, like loosely.
Mm-hmm.
But what it
Mm-hmm.
did was actually made them worse because
Really?
it's the lack of a better word, it screwed their fucking minds up. And this is how, right? Now, the
Yes,
code to
sir.
teach you don't steal. The code to teach you don't kill. Well, that shit didn't work too well. The code will teach you um to treat your brothers and sisters right, or to treat people right. Like the Nation of Islam, right? They wear their suit and they talk proper, and you don't have to worry if you hire a Nation of Islam, you don't got to worry about them stealing nothing out your store. You don't got to worry about them doing none of that shit, right? But the organization, the cult, I'm gonna say the cult, not the organization. The cult will take over your life. It's a program. So when these
Mm-hmm.
people come out of prison, they're no longer a murderer, right? They did their time. They joined the Nation of Islam. Now all their time is devoted to the Nation of Islam or the Hebrew Israelites. And what happens behind that? And there's people that left the organization of the cult/cult. They left
Mm-hmm.
it and never really realized what happened to them. Like
Okay.
if you look
Okay.
at a lot of my old videos,
All right. All
you
right.
will
Well,
see the
listen.
stories.
th-
Hold on,
yeah.
you gotta let me finish. The shit, this the
Oh
Killer B
Lord.
show, not the
Damn.
Leah show, right? So what it did this another sister right here that's in the chat. Hey Rennie, she could tell you too that what went on in that house that might be, they'll say this is righteous with God. This righteous to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 women, and that your woman have to listen to everything you say. A woman is not supposed to speak, and she supposed to be in a subjection to her husband. So says this book, right? And it'll make this man, and a lot of times these men that join are weak anyway, right? And now
Please,
I'm
please,
keeping
Killer.
100. I done seen it.
Come on,
I
okay, but
seen it.
this is the stuff that we should talk about on a panel, especially for you and me to discuss the
Okay,
comparisons.
we'll save it for that.
Okay,
Fair enough. We'll save it. We'll
thank
save it.
you,
Right.
because you getting real personal and you crossing shit, and the
Oh yeah,
Nation
I'm
of
gonna be
Islam ain't got nothing to do with no damn Hebrew
crossing
Israelites.
with a big fat marker. Crossing
Okay,
with a big fat marker. And with a big shoe to cross the line. I got a big old shoe to cross that line. Trust me.
okay then, okay,
Right? So it's gonna be a good conversation because I would rather listen to you than any of these other people that so-called in the organization or was in the organization.
okay. Well, you know what? It ain't very many of us still out here that's alive that came from the first
Right.
resurrection. Period.
Same as me. There's not too many people. I'm in the shit. There probably only like 5% of the people online that was Hebrew Israelites as long as I've been.
Exactly.
You
And
know what
I
I'm
and I
saying?
give you that. And that's why I said it will be a good conversation. It will be a learning session for people who don't know. And it also will bring about the ability for people to understand. And that's, I hope, I don't know, we'll talk about it later, but it will also give people the understanding that to love a higher arc or a higher entity as God, Allah, Yahweh, is not a bad thing. It's people who have made it a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with anybody practicing Islam or practicing Christianity or practicing Hebrewism. But when that so-called sect of religion tells you that these people don't deserve to live, that these
I know.
people should be looked down on, or these people should be handled a certain way because
I hear you.
the books don't tell you that shit.
Okay, well, let's
A lot
have
of
that
these
discussion, and we're
they,
going to bring the difference between Hebrew Israelites' conduct and Nation of Islam's conduct that was before our messenger died in 1975. Okay?
uh-huh. I
We'll
want
do
to
that.
ask you one thing before you go too.
Okay.
About pork, right? I did a video
All right,
on
brother.
pork. I said there ain't nothing wrong with pork, right? I haven't ate
Mhm.
pork in over 20 something years. I just started eating it. I eat some pork rinds
Yeah.
like they potato chips.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I ate a poke chop for the first time like a couple
But you
weeks
know,
ago.
you know you're not hurting. You know you're not hurting Yahweh because you eat pork, right?
Nope. I ain't hurt
Oh
myself
well.
either. And this is why
Yeah, you are. You are, because this
no,
is why Muslims in the Nation of Islam don't eat pork. We don't
right,
eat
I
it
know. But
because of all that
this
stupid
is my
stuff.
question. Hold
We
on.
don't eat. We
Damn.
eat it.
I gotta get
We eat it
I
for
gotta
a
get
reason.
a
But
cage
I'll
for
tell
your
you
ass.
when we have our
I gotta get a cage, a
Killer,
lip,
Killer.
a
We
muzzle.
will talk about it when we do the panel with your friend right there with the red shirt on and the glasses, and the
Niggy.
other one, and
You
whoever
call him
else you
Niggy.
want to bring.
With Niggy.
Hi, nigga. I ain't mad at him. I
That's a
ain't mad at
soundbite
him.
right there. Say, yeah, that guy Niggy right there.
Okay, I niggy. Okay, so
And we
Sister
all
Leah,
just
and look,
over here.
look. When you schedule it, I'm going to come and I'm going to show who I am. I'm not going to have an avatar. I'm going to have my hair done and everything, and we're going to talk face to face. Okay?
My hair done and anything. But but what I was gonna say about that is that the book on Elijah Muhammad wrote, "To Eat to Live," was done like before the 1940s.
Right.
And what I showed in my video is that the reason why he said a lot of that stuff, because there were no regulations on how food was processed and how livestock was raised like it is now. After
Yes, sir.
1940, the U.S. government put a lot of things like regulations on how meat was sold, how it was produced, how it was processed. And
Yes,
I showed in the video the same things that Elijah Muhammad talked about that was in the pork. Today, those things are in there, and the things that are, you find the things that he talked about were also in other livestock, like goats, cows, and other things. So what he taught was right about that, but for today's time, it was different. Know what I'm saying?
And again, you have thrown your question out there and you have given your statement, and that's cool. This is your channel. But when we have this meeting, then I will bring to you the actual reason why, besides what you think you have found about the messenger speaking on pork, I will bring you the actual data that I can read and explain other reasons why we don't eat pork. Not just today, but yesterday and forever. Okay.
Right on.
All right, then. All right. So love you, Killer. You know you my guy. We warriors together. And to your panel.
After the video you do, I want you to hear. I want to hear you say.
Hey, Killer. Your hands are too short to box with God. Okay.
Right on.
All right. Yep. Look, hit me up, let me know, and I'll see you then.
All right. Thank you for
coming. But I will be watching it. I will be watching and listening. Because see, look, Killer, I'm not one of them people who look down on you because you deal with white folks and you have white folks on your panel. You have a mind of your own. It's your business.
All the niggas is scared to come out here.
Sir?
All the niggas is scared to come out here.
Well, I ain't scared.
I know. I see.
I ain't scared at all, because it ain't nothing a Caucasian can do to me that they haven't already did to my people for hundreds of years.
You gotta worry about me.
I ain't worried about your ass either. I ain't worried about you, Killer. I see where you coming from, bro.
You see what I did to Nandy, right? And what she did. I dragged her. I made that woman.
I know. But I'm not coming on there to be dragged. We coming on there to make sure the truth is truth. Okay.
Right on.
All right. Y'all have a good day. Let me get back to my grandchildren.
Yep. Stop. Don't be coming out here scaring me with Elijah Muhammad face like he watching me.
Oh, he is. He is. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.
All right,
Salam
bye.
alaikum.
Yep. All right, yeah. Then that was Aaliyah. She just started following me. She saw me on that crazy lady, the one that cussed you out, Niggy. She found me on there and stuff. Started supporting me. So that's what's up. But I know you're gonna have your fucking hands full and shit with that shit. And I know I was like, well, goddamn, this shit already going left. Look at Niggy. Called you Niggy. I gonna be laughing about that shit all day. I'm like, yo, that lady called Niggy. Like, what up, my Niggy? But damn, that's a whole lot of yelling and shit. We gotta get prepared for this one, Niggy. And yes, Niggy, your ass is gonna be right there with me. Swindle. I just gotta drop the Swindle. He dropped off. Come back in here because I'm about to close it up so you can share that thing with me, Swindle. Yeah, we gonna have our hands full, yo. We gotta get an ear muffs and everything and shit. That
Yeah,
shit crazy.
she mentioned the Illuminati. I was just like, you.
Yeah. Yup. But what that is, Nagy, is like, and I'm sure now I'm not telling you like I'm telling you some shit, but you already know. It's that doctrine. Ain't heard that well. It's but it's the doctrine that's been taught so long, along with all the other type of ideologies that attach themselves to it. You know what I mean? And the people haven't heard the actual facts yet. Like how she talking about, the evils that the white man has done and all that shit. A lot of that shit, yeah, white people did some crazy ass shit. Just like everything. Look at the motherfucker from Africa. Not Ben. What that motherfucking name? Black crispy motherfucker and shit. What the fuck is his name? He killed this about many motherfuckers as Hitler. I can't something with a B. I can't think of his name. Something with a B. Somebody was arguing about Hussein killed all these people. And I was like, what about that motherfucker in Africa and shit? That motherfucker killed like 5 million or some shit like that. I forgot how many people he killed. I can't think of it right now.
Here's the thing. We all have the same color blood.
Yep. Sure enough.
Yeah.
And worry about who was the original man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be the original. If this original man is shit, the motherfuckers is cavemen.
It's like when I was
that's part of the whole Nation of Islam. That's the 5%ers got their ideas straight out of the Nation of Islam.
Yep.
Yeah. When I was in the military overseas, I saw a lot of racism. And it's not what you think. It was black on black hate.
Huh.
The city blacks and the country blacks didn't get along quite well back when I was in there. The country blacks did not like to be called the N-word, and they got right back in their face and basically saying, "Hey, my name is Charles, not the N-word." And there was a couple of fights.
Yeah. People down south, they don't use that. Like up here, like they said the N-word like a motherfucker to each other. Like
where you from?
Yeah, down south, they don't play that. Like my cousins get on me about that. Like I slip up and say they get on my ass about that shit. Yep.
You in the Northeast?
Yeah, Northeast Connecticut.
Hey, I'm a couple of states above you.
Oh, well, you in Mass or something?
I'm in Vermont.
Oh, wow.
I used to get tattooed in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Enfield.
Oh, Enfield not. Wait, Enfield's a little bit from me. It's a little farther from me.
Yeah, they closed up shop, so now I go to Massachusetts.
Yeah, Vermont. Woo, I wish I could be up there and go snowboarding, man. I had bad knees and stuff. I had
and I can carry a gun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can carry a gun from Vermont to New Hampshire to Maine, but I can't go to Massachusetts or New York.
Wow. Yeah, you can't have no kind of gun.
Yeah, that's why the Rise of the Moors are in jail.
Yep. Yep.
And I do own an AR-15.
Right on.
Yeah, it's a
You
fun
can't
gun.
even have an AR in Connecticut.
What's that?
You can't even have an AR in Connecticut.
Oh, it's fun to shoot.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, and we have some messed up laws here. I have 5 different magazines for my AR. 2 of them are legal and 3 of them are illegal. If you put them all on the table in front of you, you're not going to know what's what.
Right.
It's
Right.
basically the manufacturing dates. They're 30-round clips.
To have like an AR styled gun, or you can have an AR, I think, but it has to have the magazine you can't remove the magazine until you open up the rifle.
Okay.
So when you
Yeah.
open it up, then the magazine falls out.
Yeah.
And you can only have 7 rounds.
Yeah. You can now it's changed to 10 unless it's manufactured before 2018.
Right. Yep.
So then same with my 2 9mm. It's 10 and you're safe if it's before 2018.
Yeah, the
So-
gun laws in Connecticut since that Newtown City shooting.
Yeah.
I live right near there where that happened.
Okay.
Yeah, that screwed everything up.
Yeah, I was just down at Mohegan Sun right before the pandemic for a tattoo convention.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean I go to Mohegan Sun and stuff.
it's a beautiful casino. I've
Yeah,
been to
they
Foxwoods a few
get all your
times.
damn money too.
Yeah,
They get all your money. But
Yeah.
oh yeah, well I was gonna ask you what end up happening with the rise of the Moors? Like how's their court things going? Are they still locked?
all of them have been released except for 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
Jamal is one of them. Then there's this other woman that showed up to support them. She got arrested for gun charges as well. So, there's one woman and 3 of the Rise of the Moors are still in jail, and they're waiting to be for more court dates.
Wow.
That's as much as one of them. The rest of them have been released on conditions where they cannot communicate with each other.
Uh-huh.
So that's as much as we know. I keep an eye on a Temple Moore, and he's really good at keeping up on them. So I just watch his videos, and
Right.
he's on the other side of the country, and he keeps an update on that.
So, those ones that were released, just for the record, none of them was released because they didn't, like the reasons, they'll go out and say, oh, they couldn't hold me because I'm a Moorish national. They couldn't hold me. They had to release me and some shit like that. But they probably
they were all released on conditions.
Okay.
So it's some crazy stuff.
Yeah, but Jamal done fucked up. How much time?
Jamal is fucked up, one, because he's a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Uh-huh.
And
do you actually think he was a Marine, though?
Yeah, he was a Marine.
Okay.
2, he's done videos of guerrilla training.
I did a video on that. Right.
Yeah.
When he set up the thing, how to go into the house and block the street off and all that. Yep.
Yeah. So they're going to come after him with that shit.
Damn.
They're going to make an example of him.
And they'll probably change laws and stuff too for military people when they get out about what they learn in training and stuff like that. They can't talk about it.
And they're not going after him because of his skin color or he's a Moor. He knew the laws of Massachusetts. I'm smart enough not to bring a gun to Massachusetts. I'm probably an hour and a half away from the Massachusetts border.
Yeah.
I don't go to Massachusetts if I have a gun in my vehicle.
Wow.
I'm 20 minutes away from the New York border. I don't go to New York with a gun.
Yeah, they bury your ass in fucking New York over that shit.
Yeah, I'm smart enough to do that. And also being in a motorcycle club, they're gonna hound us a little bit more if they're gonna think we have guns.
Right.
So
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna close it up, and yeah, we can hang out after this thing. Shit.
yeah, just stop the live feed. I just want to talk to you a little bit.
And Aaliyah, you're gonna make me get some earplugs. You come up on here yelling at us again. You get that mute button.
I understand where she's coming from.
I get where she's coming from.
I've seen it. I don't have a racist bone in my body. There's people in general have gone through a hard time.
Yeah. Yep. Sure have. But it's shit. You probably don't see no black people in Vermont.
Yeah, we do. A good friend of mine is black. He works with me every so often, and I call him an Oreo. He's black on the outside and white on the inside.
Yeah, he got no choice out there.
We do have, there is some racism here, but it sucks.
Yeah.
There are some that get stereotyped because we have a bad drug problem, and a lot of the drugs are coming from New York City and Springfield, and they're being in Connecticut and being brought up by gang members who happen to be black.
Yep.
So
I can imagine. We already know better than that shit, not to come out there with that bullshit. You already know.
Yeah.
They putting you under the jail and shit. This for breathing. Yep. Hell yeah, they're not playing that shit with all that heroin and the pills and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's happening every day. So it's, I mean, it's not. You see the police at the Amtraks when people get off the train from New York City. They know who they're looking for.
Right. Yeah, and I can imagine like the what happens like when that shit come out there, because like, you know, it's not like big cities, I guess, and stuff like that. You could wipe out a whole damn town, have a whole town fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happening in my town. Heroin is overtaking everything.
Yeah. Yep. They're everywhere out here. So, yeah. I want to I hope I can get out there to go snowboard this year. That's what I'm playing.
Right now I'm working at Okemo Mountain.
Oh, really? I've been to Okemo before.
Yeah. So
like people don't realize how nice that shit is to be out there.
Yeah. And there's some multi-million-dollar homes here.
Yeah. Yep.
And they only use it for a couple of days out of the year.
Yeah, my buddy, he worked for Burton for probably about like 10 years. I think he worked out there. He was like one of my best friends growing up. We used to skateboard and stuff.
Yeah, I used to skate.
Yep, I still do. I'm 40 fucking something years old and shit. I can't do
that. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I just went to there's a band called Dirty Rotten Imbeciles. They're basically skate punk music.
Up. What you said?
There's a band that's called Dirty Rotten Imbeciles. Yeah, I'm here.
That's something about a band. This when the band name was coming out. You went out.
Yeah, it's Dirty Rotten Imbeciles. DRI.
All right, now I can hear you now. You went out as soon as you said the band's name.
DRI.
Oh, I remember DRI. That was one of my first like type of bands and stuff I would listen to when I first started skating. Like my first board, I had the DRI logo and shit all markered on my grip tape.
I just saw them for the first time in Worcester, Mass.
Wow, I never seen them play. I would have loved that shit.
Oh, it's some loud.
Dirty Rotten Imbeciles.
Yeah. One of my favorite bands.
Yep. Damn, that's old school. You're gonna make me listen to that shit now. I haven't listened to that shit since I was a little kid.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, so I gotta get going. So cut the live feed out and we'll just chit chat for a minute.
Yep. Yeah, Edie, I mean, that's what I was talking about, Rennie. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm Killer B, the Witch Rider General. Thank all my people that came out here with me, Nagy Swainfield and Swindlehood Wink, and Aaliyah. All the people that was watching the chat, Rennie, Necro Nikki. Y'all go check out Necro Nikki's channel too. John Higgins, Wagwan from Jamaica. We had Admiral Shamiyan. We had Nkosi, and I think that's about it. All we had up in here. But yeah, I'm gonna close this thing up. We hit about the 2-hour mark. So yeah, y'all probably see me tonight, maybe. So with that, y'all, I'm up out of here. Peace.